You want to hear this?
Sure.
It's a true story, John. Most of this stuff is true. I'm driving into the lot here in Burbank where they do this television program every day. And you got to go through a series of complicated guard security checkpoints, you know, like the Brandenburg Gate kind of deal.
Right.
And so I motor in this afternoon, and three lovely, young, nicely groomed people there in the guard gate. 2 men and a woman. And I said, hi, is it okay if I park in the same place? And one of them says to me, well, where do you usually park? And I said, well, I usually park close to the Tonight Show studio. And they say, no. You'll have to park over there with the visitors. And for your information, the visitors here park in Glendale. So, what you don't want is a scene. You know, I saw Joan Collins once bully her way into Radio City Music Hall with one of these deals, one of these little foot-stamping snits. Just, don't you know who I am? I'm Joan Collins, that kind of thing. And I didn't want to go through that. You know? Yeah. So I said, okay, well, just tell me this. Are there any parking places over there in that area by the studio? And they say, oh, yeah, there's parking places over there, but you have to park in the visitors lot. And I said, well, who gets to park by the Tonight Show studio? And one of the people says to me, celebrities. Do me a favor, tell me who's on the Tonight Show tonight. And they said, okay, it's the gentleman's name who I can't pronounce.
Full invite.
Who you can't pronounce? It's Gina Davis.
That's right.
And David Letterman. And I said, I happen to know for a fact Mr. Letterman's not going to be here. I said, I'll take his place. And I start to motor on, and he goes, hold it. And he says, are you 100% sure he won't be here? And I said, I'm positive he's not coming. And he says, no. He says, because, and so at this point, I get out my wallet, and I open it up the picture, and there's me on my California driver's license, and I show it to the guy, and now they all three sort of are peering at me. They're looking at the driver's license, kind of checking it, and this one guy says to me, he looks at the license, then he looks at me, and he says, man, television really helped you out.
Well, they're just cutting you down to size out here,
I don't
David.
know.
Are you, you looking forward to Sunday night? You're going to be a co-host on the...
Being a co-host, but it's going to be difficult to prove.
on the Emmy show.
Yeah, I've been practicing all weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, the First Lady of Television, Miss Lucille Ball. I've been doing a lot of that.
Good, that's good.
It's going to be...
Thank you, David.
Now, why would you do that?
I don't know.
So I don't know. It's going to be, you know, it's a magic night for America, Lord knows. And originally they wanted me to sing and dance on the show.
That's what I hear.
And I don't know if you heard about this, John, or not, but I have a policy. I don't sing. Mm-hmm. I don't dance. I don't like to be near anybody who is. So that.
But there will be a production number, though.
Yeah, actually, there's 3 production numbers: one in the beginning, one in the middle, and one in the end. And I'm in charge of valet parking. That's about all I'm doing. So that's Saturday night, Sunday night. Well, yeah, I don't know what it is. But
they'll write a lot of nice introductions. You'll always get something like, here's a young lady who's a director's dream, and here's a dream of a director. You know, they write these clever lead-ins that you'll like.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And but, you know, I'm predicting, like, fistfights and gunplay. Mm-hmm. And then you got some. But, you know, there's going to be a moment or two during the broadcast when I'm going to be the only thing on NBC Live. You know, so... The other night, I'm getting ready to come out here in New York City. You told me you were just in New York.
I was in New York. I was going to come over and drop in, and then I said, no, I don't want to drop in. You know, I didn't know what time.
Now, that's dumb. You really should drop in. Mm-hmm. You really ought to. Now, right here on this program, just say that the next time you're there, you come and be on the show. We're still on, you know.
I know that.
Okay.
Why not? No, I really thought maybe I'll go. I haven't been
by the way,
30 Rock for a long time. And I
it's
said, maybe
great.
I should just
You should come in there. You should come in there. You know, I met Robert Wright, the new chairman of the board.
Him today.
Yeah, seemed a very nice guy.
Yeah.
Seemed like a very nice guy. But everybody seems like a nice guy after about 6 drinks.
That's right.
So, so anyway, did you get a chance to go through Times Square at all where you were in New York?
No, I didn't.
Times Square, they have really cleaned this area up. I mean...
They've been threatening to do that.
Oh, they really have. I'm telling you, there probably is not more than a dozen places you can buy a love slave in Times Square now. And most of those are licensed by the state. So, There's all of these pornographic movies, and they're showing this feature. It's frisky nymphos. Frisky nymphos, which, you know, thank God for my money, nothing worse than a lethargic. Nothing worse than bad teeth either.
Yes.
So anyway, I'm out of Times Square, and I'm watching. Will someone please help me? Please, is there any? This woman was on the news.
Yeah.
And she's talking about a terrible episode that had happened in her home.
Yeah.
This is the most fun you've had all week.
Yes, it is. You don't have to look at me, you know.
And a guy had gone nuts in the house right next to this woman's home.
Uh-huh.
And for one reason or another, he took a rifle and he barricaded himself into the house and just started firing at random. Now, he didn't hurt anybody, really. Didn't really wound anybody, but he tore up the neighborhood pretty badly, shot up the house. He was shooting out street lights and cars. Finally, the SWAT team breaks in, and they coax him out of there with a fistful of Arby's 2-for-1 coupons. I don't know, something. So now, of course, they've incarcerated this guy, and they're interviewing the neighbors, right?
Sure.
Yeah. And they go to the woman who lives exactly next door to the guy, and she says, well, you know, if I'd realized this maniac was living in the house next door to mine, I never would have bought this place. And I said to myself, boy, times have changed, haven't they? Remember in the 50s, that was the kind of thing that was on the checklist for all prospective home buyers, you know? Let's see here, honey, we're near a nice church, near a good school, plenty of closet space. Uh-oh, here's a drawback. We're 8 blocks from the nearest social misfit. Gee, you know, I'm sorry, we had our hearts set on living next to a human time bomb, so I don't...
Did you ever notice when they interview the...
Isn't it, Ed? Boy, it's heated right up, hasn't it?
Did you ever notice when they interview the neighbors, one of those people that they always say, he was a very quiet fella.
What? Right.
You know, kept to himself pretty much, you know.
Yeah.
And then kaboom.
Yeah, all of a sudden they go nuts.
Yeah,
now, the other thing...
Another piece here?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, now, are you going to help this time?
I'll do it.
I ain't exactly here for my health, you know.
I think it's about time you rotated the odor eaters in those sneakers, too. I mean, those are... Nothing personal.
Yeah. You're right. I mean, I got an excuse. I'm coming out here for new, and I forgot my clothes.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
You seem to have a TV guide there.
Yeah, I got a TV guide here, John. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'd like to see you get married again. We're just joking around.
We're just joking. It's a lot of fun. Fun and games here.
Do I have time for this valuable piece of comedy or not? Well, I don't know. What should I just try? This is entertaining. This is going to save everything.
Okay.
Now stop it. Now you guys stop that too. The question people ask me more frequently than any other. They come up to me on the street and they say, Regis, what's the new TV season going to be like? All right. The new TV Guide Fall Preview Edition. Actual programs, actual first-run episodes, actual storylines right here. Designing Women, Monday on CBS. Suzanne, Charlene, I can't find any of my alimony checks. I think you've misplaced them. Charlene, excuse me, but they're right here where they always are, in alphabetical husbands. Okay. Designing Women, show number 1. CBS. Go to show number 2 here. Something called My Sister Sam, Monday on CBS. Life is sweet for Samantha Sam Russell. She's an up-and-coming photographer. She has a charming loft in San Francisco. She has an agent. I'm sure he's straight. Even an assistant. Everything in her life is neatly in place, and we mean everything in Sam's refrigerator. Fruit juices and all are arranged in alphabetical order. All right? Show number 3. Saturday on ABC, Life with Lucy. You want to do a little Lucy here?
No.
How would you arrange things in a hardware store? Would you put the tools in one place and the appliances in another? Sure you would. It's only logical except on Life with Lucy. Lucy has arranged things with Lucy logic alphabetically.
Obviously the same writers.
So, ladies and gentlemen, for people who know and enjoy the alphabet, it's going to be great doing.
This is going to be a big season. Okay. We're going to take a short interruption here, but we'll be right back.
I have a couple of announcements here that I would like to make. Tonight's program is being telecast to 150 million people around the world, such places as Malaysia, Sri Lanka, Singapore, and NBC wanted to take this opportunity to remind our foreign friends that the smash hit American television program Helltown is now available for foreign syndication. So if you